Bro, do you even X-Pro? So recently I was getting together some film to send off to the lab. I used the darkroom.com to process my film, and I had a few rolls of 120mm slide film lying around that I hadn't processed in a while. One of them I shot back in June or May or something like that, and the other one I shot a couple months ago. So I decided that I was just going to experiment and have these rolls cross-processed. So what cross-processing is, like I've described at the beginning of the video, is when you take slide film, color slide film, and you process it in color negative film chemistry. Now usually slide film is developed in what is called E6 chemistry, and what happens is you get a positive image whenever you develop your film. But when you develop color slide film in C41 or color negative chemistry, you get a negative, and you also experience some color shifting in the image, so it gives you a really interesting look. I'm going to show you some of the photos that I took with this. I shot both of these rolls using Fuji Provia slide film. Some of the photos were shot on my Pentacon 6, and some of the other ones were shot on my Mamiya RZ67 camera. So I'm just going to go over those photos with you and give you a sense of what cross-processing looks like.
So this first photo was taken in Kenmore Square here in Boston, and I think one of the first things that you'll notice about the image is how it has sort of a greenish tint, and this is something that's very common with cross-processing slide film, is that once you cross-process it in color negative chemistry, you get weird color shifts, and it usually produces a sort of like teal or bluish green cast that will just cover the whole image and just really change the overall tone and feel of the image. Here are some flowers also shot near Kenmore Square. I believe this is on Commonwealth Avenue. And this the flowers were very like pink and very vivid, but sort of it plays very interestingly with the green tones that are cast over the entire image. It's interesting to see how different colors pop out in different ways or look a little different when you cross-process film. So again, you have a bluish-green tint on the image, but it's a little less pronounced in this, and some other colors are prominent in the background and in the foreground. This is a photo of my friend Daniel. Again, it gives a really interesting feel when you cross-process the film and have these sort of tones in the image. Okay, so this last one is in Haymarket here in Boston, and again, I think it gives a very interesting, different look to the photo that you're not really going to see in a lot of stuff that's being processed digitally unless people are specifically going for the cross-process slide film look. So it's something that could be very interesting and make your photos stand out a little bit more, I think, if you're interested in this type of aesthetic or look.
So I hope you folks like this video. Let me know down in the comments what you think about cross-processing. Is it something you like? Do you like the aesthetic of it? Have you never tried it before? If you've never tried it, I would recommend at least trying it out once. I don't think it's something I'm going to be doing all the time, but I do kind of like the aesthetic that you get from the photos. So if it's something that I'm going for a more interesting or different look, I can see myself doing this again. But like I said, I really like the look of color slide film as it is, as a positive. I really like the colors of Fuji Provia film in particular. So it just kind of gives you a weird look, and I don't think I will do it all the time, but it is pretty cool to try out. So as always, if you like these videos, please subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red box next to my head, or by clicking on the subscribe link down below. You can also follow me on Instagram. My handle is Dan Bullman, and I post a lot of my photography on there. I've got some of the shots that I shared in the video today up on my Instagram page, so check it out if you're interested. Well, we'll see you soon, folks. This has been another episode of Dan Bullman Photography. Later.